commissioned all this clay. Don't have all the names for each color because they're scraps, but this is gold, and this does have crimson in it. What else? I can't remember. Purple. They're all primo. And this is a combination of colors too that I've used, and I don't know what's in it. I'm gonna guess peacock's probably one of them. But anyway, that's what I'm using, and I do have some just black primo. This is what I use to cut out my squares, and it's 3 millimeters, or inches. And yes, I do make mistakes when I say things. I apologize for that, but anyway, it is 3 inches, the size of this square. So if you're wondering what size I used, again, it doesn't matter, you can use whatever you want. I just used it so I have the same amount of clay for each one. And I'm going to cut these in half because I'm going to make a Skinner blend. So I just cut them in half. And these I'm going to cut this way. They may not be perfect, but they'll be close. I will stretch it out to fit in here. Do the same thing with my purple. I'm just going to fold it in half. And this one here, again, just going to fold it in half. I'll put it on here like this, and I can just trim it up, and that way I can just fill it all in. Oops. Just stick this up in here, that up there, this in here, and this doesn't really matter. I'm just going to stick it there. So again, doing a Skinner blend. I'm never fussy with it when I do it because it doesn't matter. It still comes out the way I want it. So you don't have to be too picky. And again, as you know, you start from the bottom, go up, fold it, run it through again from the bottom up. And I'm going to do that, and when this is blended to how I like it, I'll come back and we'll continue on with what we're going to do. All right, as you can see, I'm done. Blend. Some lighting. All right, and this is the cutter I'm going to use. It comes in a set like this. I'm just using this one. And I've rolled out my black on number 3. Because I don't want it real thick, and I've still been kind of pulling at it a little bit. And this has been rolled out on a 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half. I don't think I'm even going to need all this. Which is actually, I know I don't need it all. I'm going to do it. Put a layer of black right here. And then I'm going to trim it. Try and get all my air bubbles out. Oops. These days we can't be wasting clay. It's hard to get. I was looking for some more clay last night, and everywhere I look, I don't have any. I still have a fair amount, but I don't want to wait till I'm empty. All right, and then I'm going to cut this in half again this way. Lay on top of each other. I'm going to roll it. So I'm going to thin it out a little bit. And I want to put it through my pasta machine again. And I'll layer it again. I keep forgetting to get my cutters. I'm going to use circles, I believe, to make the design. So I'm going to run that through my machine going here up. That will be on my thickest, my thickest setting, which is a 7, like so. And I want to keep pushing it in more, so I want it a little bit closer to each other. I'm going to cut it in half again. I had thought about switching it out this way, but I don't know. I wish you guys could give me some ideas sometime. I like the blend going the way it is, so I think I'm just going to keep going this way. And again, I'm going to squish it in a little bit. I want it closer. Oops. Getting too aggressive with it. I don't want it too close though, because I need to get some of these. It should be all right. That should be good like that. So I'm going to run it through the, well, actually I'm going to roll it again. And put it through the pasta machine again, because it's still quite thick, I think, the color. And do it one more time. And that should be good. No, I lost my cutter. Layer it again, cut it in half, or close to half. Trim it up some. Should make some pretty beads. That's good, because I think I'm going to make some beads out of this leftover part to put in between here. So that's one thing I haven't actually decided on what I was going to do. So I'll probably just use the scraps for that. Okay, I gotta get my round cutters, because I keep forgetting to. It can be any shape you want, it doesn't have to be round. I was thinking of using hearts, but I think I'm just gonna use my blade. And different things I have here. Excuse me. All right. I could try to zoom in a little bit more, but it's really kind of hard when you have a certain amount of room to work with. All right. I've got a crazy blade too. I think I'll use that one. If I can remember where I put it. Because I don't always remember. I'll just use my regular one. Actually, I know what I can use. My cutter. I'll use this. So now I'm just going to go up like this with it. And I've got this upside down. That's all right. Since I started this way, I want to keep going this way. And I'll flip it over. And squish it all together again. Looks like an ocean. So I want the block down through it, not the other way. That's all right. We're going to do it again. Okay, and it is turned, so we'll do this again this way. There, squish it in again. Use my blade to help me. It's stuck good because I'm moving, pushing it in, and well, maybe not there, but it was moving my whole glass, which is quite a large piece of glass here. And then I'm going to put some of these in there, and I've got smaller ones. I'm going to use this one. just a dab and through here like so. Like I said, you can use anything you want. It really doesn't matter. One in there, just random. That's what I love about doing this. I'll go over here too. Then we'll squish it all up again. I'm never really too gentle with these things. Good way to get out some frustration. Still looking good. Just don't want to bury my colors. I might use this for the backing. That'll be nice for backing. I'll put a texture on it. And there is some mica powders in these things too, because I can see them glitter. But I usually have well, of course I've got the gold, that definitely is. And if this blue does have peacock in it, which I'm sure it does, that has glitter. The purple didn't. I know that because that's just purple, Primo purple. But it went through all the colors, so yeah, it looks pretty cool. Interesting to see what it looks like when we're done. There. Debating on if I should put some more lines or anything through it, because I'm kind of like that. I'll go this way once, and then that's it. Stick it all back together again, and we'll start trimming this baby. Hopefully it'll look nice. If it doesn't, you won't see this video. And I'll delete it. All right, let's take a shave off of this. It should be stuck pretty good. And again, I'm probably just gonna make some beads out of that. And whatever I have left over. I think I wanna stick it this way. I'll get better slices out of it. Make sure my blade's nice and clean. It's been a while since I've been down here working. I've been upstairs working. All my beads I had, I've been putting jewelry together and just getting ready for a show that was supposed to happen last Saturday, but ended up getting canceled due to COVID. Still no group, inside groups, so it's been postponed. That's all right, now I'm ahead of the game. All right, let's give her a shave. Hold your blade close, stiff, firm, and give it a slice. And this is very warm, so yeah, no. There we go. You can see it. That's what it looks like. It's hard to get it with the light. My lighting isn't the best, but it's all I have to work with. That looks pretty cool. So shave off a few more. Not going to need a whole lot of this. To make it. And the leftovers is going to go into my, oops, my bead pile. Now what I want to do is make a one sweep slice. That's what I'm aiming for. Can you believe I lost that again? I'm telling you. It's because my cutter was on top of it. Yep, it's wide enough. Yep, and there we go. Well, if I do it thick enough, I should be able to just put this right through the pasta machine. On the thickest setting, I'm going to do that. See what it looks like. Like so. Now let's see. It's 1, 2, should go up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, not quite. But I can thin it out a little bit more. I don't like this end, that's gotta go. Take it down 2 settings. Now, let's see what I can get. Some purple in it. I'm just going to do this anyway, as I can. Put some of that color in there. I'm so sore I can hardly push this cutter down. Isn't that sad? I'm so pathetic. I always like, what do I have? 2, 4, 9, 6 should be good, but if I need an extra one, I kind of like to have it, but I can always make more. I don't even know if I've got them down enough. And like I said, I'm going to make beads out of these to go into the middle of them. See? There's one for my purple. These 2 colors here, and then here. And I'm literally going to make beads out of them. So let me show you what I'm going to do. Just going to take this, ball it up. Make it a nice round one. Like this. That's what I'm going to do. To each one of them. And hopefully I can get them pretty much the same size. There. So that's me 6. I'm going to move these down here a little bit because I will make my beads, but I want to burnish these a little bit because I am going to have to put it back on. These are not really thick enough. Well, they're just definitely not thick enough because I need to put, excuse me, holes on them. So I'm going to piece of my paper. Just get them a nice little varnish. And then I'll probably bake them for like 30 minutes because they're going to go in for another bake. These I'm going to bake for an hour. I got clay all over me. There. I think I left this tool out. Yep. So I'm just going to trim these up. Get that excess clay off. Then I'm going to bake these back. boys. When they're done baking, we'll come back. Then we'll figure out how I'm going to put those holes in, if I'm going to drill them or if I'm just going to put a needle through. I might just do the needle trick, I think. See, I never know what I'm doing. Anyway, I'm going to finish trimming these up. I'm going to finish trimming them up. And when I'm done, I'll be back. Alright, we are back. These were in the oven. I did make some black little beads. I've already got the holes in them. You can see that. I don't know if I'm going to go with these or not. I'm going to wait until I get the these beads here all finished. I did do these ones too. So I can use those. It depends. I don't know. I haven't decided. I also have a pile of these that I did up from the leftover clay. Again, I have choices. So we'll see what happens here. In the meantime, I can actually burnish all these while we get this, after I get these together and put in the oven. So, I'm going to need this flipped over. And I need some of my glue, which is just what I'm doing. I have to bust open my new one soon. So I'll put some of this on the back. And match it up. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to do that with all of these. Oops. And the last one. Like so. And then we'll trim them. Ever so carefully. And I'm sure you probably can't see what I'm doing due to the light factor, and I'm right on top of it. I'm just trimming around inside here. Like so. I'll just trim up here. And I'll be able to make more beads from this. This doesn't connect, but it will. Fiddle with it after, I guess. There. I'll just take my blade. want just one? Do I want two? I tend to do two. I'm going to do two. I think what I'm going to do is just take this. I'm just going to push it through like that. And just make sure it's all in there good. Whoops. And drop it on the table. But I can still see where it is. Just like so. And that's how I'm going to do them all. And I'll line them up too and make sure that I've got them in the same spots. And again, push that one up through there. Give it a little push down, make sure it's in the right spot, everything's looking good. Yep. Smooth everything off. At least where the hole's already there. Makes it easier if I need to drill it afterwards. I've already got my guideline. And that's it. So I'm going to do the rest of them just like this. So you can see where the little holes are. Oh, sorry, sharp pain in my back. And I'll just smooth out any fingerprints without squishing these. I should have my gloves on. I had them on earlier. See, they're right there. And I'll put them back on. Alright, so I'm going to finish up these ones. Get them looking nice and pretty. And then I'll be varnishing everything else down here that I've done. All the beads and stuff. I'll get them varnished. And I'm just using my Deco Art one gloss varnish. And I'll do that too. And get them baked, and when they're all done, when they're all done, I'll be back. Okay, here they are. They're all done. I put a coat of varnish on them. I'm going to be using this for the clasp, and I decided just to go with my crystals here and some sea beads to join this. So I'm doing it with thread. So I have some thread on a needle. And what I'm first going to do is, apparently yawn, excuse me, I'm going to pick up 6 sea beads. If I can, I'm used to working on my other tray when it comes to working with sea beads, and I didn't haul it out. I should have. Well, I've got it full of other stuff that I've been beading, so it's going to take me forever doing it this way. Two, 4, 5, one more is 6. I'm going to loop it through here. Pick up 6 more. Because you can pick up whatever you want. I just tend to go with 6. Get rid of that one. Let's count. Excuse me. 4, 5, and 6. I'll put these to the side. I stretch mine a little bit too before I do anything else with it. All right, now I need to add, I'm going to add my, I should have did that on this side too, and I didn't. It's alright, I'll stick it through anyway. Just like so. Now if I can pick my needle back up. And if it's going to tangle, it will tangle on me here. I'll guarantee you that. I'm going to bring this down through this bead. If I can ever get to the end, it is quite long. I like to give it a little knot right here, and it will go through this bead, but I just want to knot it so that I don't pull it through, because I'm a pro at doing that too. And I don't pull it too tight. You gotta have, you know, some give to it. There. Now I feel safe. Now I'm going to add one C bead, and I'm only going to show one side and then I'll finish it, because you don't need to watch everything. It's rather boring. You can see my eyes are not the best, which reminds me I had to call and make an appointment. One C bead, one crystal, one C bead, and then this. That's all I'm going to be doing all the way through. And then pulling it up, like so. Now I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have put that on there. I should have just added the one C bead. It's probably going to end up being too long. Guaranteed that's what's going to happen. So I'm just going to back out of here as soon as I can see what I'm doing. I did buy a light. And I should probably hook it up. You know, one of those magnifying lights, so like it lights up and everything. I think even just the extra light, where it's LED, would do wonders for me. All right, that's probably gonna look better, I think. Yeah, it's too much bead going on. So now I'll pick up another one. C bead, crystal, and a C bead. You can see my eyes right now just a squinting. I'm sure you already get the point as to what I'm going to be doing all the way through. Like so. I'll bring it up closer so you can see it better. Bring it this way, it looks better, I think. Maybe. Anyway, I'm going to do this till I get to the end, and then when I get there, I'll be back. Okay, I'm at the end. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more. Move this up here some. It's really hard to do this on camera. I don't know how. Susan does it. She does a wonderful job. I like her tutorials. Anyway, I just enjoy watching tutorials, regardless, you know, what it is. Okay, I'm at the end, and I want to make this around 7 inches, so I'm just going to grab a bunch of C beads, plus you need extras anyway in order to get the clasp through. So I'm not even counting them right at the moment. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just want to see how far that's taking me. It's taking me 7 inches. I'm going to add 5 more. 2. Well, my balls aren't working. Yep, 5 more. Then I'm going to pick this one up. And I'm going to add 15 more. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, and 15. Just like that. I need another black. Another sea bead. I keep getting caught in my blade. And then I'm going to go back down. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side as I did the other side. So when I'm finished with that, I'll come back and I'll show you what I do next. Okay, so here I am. I got to the other end. I added on 6 more beads on each side plus another crystal. And now I came down through here. I'm here now. And now I'm just going to go all the way. You see I loosened up my thread now, but that's okay. I'll fix it after. I'm going to go all the way to the end. I'll add on 15 more on this side, 15 more on that side, and then I'm going to come all the way back down here, and I'm going to go through it again for the 3rd time, and then I'll be back. And here it is, all finished. I ended up probably going around this, I don't know, 4 times, but I think it came out quite nice. Just put this up through here. To clasp it together. And there you have it. Your bracelet. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.